I'm sick of it.
Body language doesn't lie. That moment right there, Caitlin Clark sitting on the bench of her own team, visibly heated with a veteran teammate, says everything. This isn't some one-off moment of frustration boiling over. This is the surface of something that's been building for weeks. And tonight, we're breaking down exactly what it reveals about the Indiana Fever, Stephanie White, and the most valuable player in women's basketball history.
Caitlin Clark's tired of the handcuffs you guys put on her. Caitlin Clark's tired of carrying this team, carrying this offense, and all you guys do is nitpick and nag and nag. 2 + 2 = 4, and then you guys come right behind her and say, no, 2 + 2 = 5. 2 + 2 = 4, ladies. 2 + 2.
That handcuffs reference is the entire story in one word: music. Throughout the season, the conversation surrounding the Indiana Fever has revolved around one major question. Are they actually letting Caitlin Clark play her game? Or are they forcing a once-in-a-lifetime talent into a system that simply doesn't fit her skill set? Because the evidence on the court keeps pointing toward the latter, and the frustration we just witnessed didn't come out of nowhere. It's been building, game after game, moment after moment, and now it's finally starting to spill over.
And everything Caitlin Clark does, can't give her any type of credit to the Stephanie White way. Even Greg Popovich gave Tim Duncan credit. Even Bill Belichick would give Tom Brady credit. Even Steve Kerr would give Steph Curry credit, but leave it to good old Stephanie White. She just can't give Caitlin Clark credit. Caitlin Clark might be waking up and
tired of the Greg Popovich and Tim Duncan comparison, because it cuts deep for a reason. The Bill Belichick and Tom Brady reference does too. Those legendary partnerships didn't work because the coach micromanaged the franchise player. They worked because the coach understood that the player was the engine, and the system existed to amplify what that player already did better than anyone else. Steve Kerr didn't try to slow the game down because Stephen Curry was shooting too quickly. He built the entire offense around the way Curry already saw the floor, and that's exactly what elite organizations do when they recognize generational talent.
if this is how she is on the bench, then I might actually now be convinced that behind the scenes and at practices, it's worse. If this is how she is on the bench, I'm convinced that at practice, this isn't the first time she told them to chill. This isn't the first time she told them, you guys understand that I see the game on a different level than you, right? You guys understand I am thinking more steps ahead than you are, right? Look at this. Get out of my ear, man. Get out of my ear. Get out of my ear.
Now, think about what we're actually watching here. This is a public moment. Cameras are on, microphones are everywhere, and the entire arena is watching. Yet Caitlin Clark is still letting her frustration show. If this is what surfaces when she knows the whole league is watching, what does that suggest about the environment behind closed doors? Practice sessions, film study, locker room conversations before games, after games, all of it. The pattern of behavior we're witnessing in front of 15,000 fans almost certainly extends behind the scenes, and it probably runs even hotter when no cameras are rolling. That's basic human behavior. People usually hold back in public. So when Clark stops holding back in public, it means something has already cracked in private. And remember that detail because it becomes crucial in a minute.
How about you go right there?
Yeah, go right there.
Go right there.
Get out of here.
I'm tired of back and forth. Every time Caitlin says A, you say B. How about you? Yeah, Caitlin, let's try A. For God's sake, I've never seen you agree with Caitlin Clark on camera.
Never.
Holy, God damn, Steph. Give us.
It pains you. It pains you to agree with her on camera. It pains with you to agree with her on camera. Cece still shaking her head after the timeout. Look, timeout looking at Stephanie White, shaking her head.
And this is where it becomes impossible to dismiss as just one bad moment. Same game, same coaching staff, different flashpoint. Caitlin Clark is now visibly shaking her head at Stephanie White during a timeout, then continuing to shake her head even after the timeout breaks. Oh, look at the sequence we're building here. Bench frustration directed at a veteran teammate, visible disagreement with the head coach during a dead ball stoppage, and continued body language as play resumes. These aren't random clips cherry-picked from across an entire season. These are 3 separate moments from a single game. The most marketable athlete in women's basketball openly disagreeing with her coaching staff, on the court, on camera, in front of a packed arena, doesn't happen by accident. And it definitely doesn't happen without a deeper history behind it.